We're in a city built on 7 hills, and the fans hoping to see 7 points on the board early. We're at Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Today, a battle out of the AFC. It's the New England Patriots and the Cincinnati Bengals. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And away we go in Cincinnati. Antonio Gibson now to return it. Good work so far. He's got room. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Offense set for a 1st and 10. This is Stevenson heading right. Good defensive effort here. Drives him back across midfield onto their own side.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support. Not many corners can make that stop.
Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jordan Battle with the INT. And the Bengals get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. I gotta imagine facing a defense in the bottom half of the league had these guys excited, Brock, but cue the old record scratch sound effect as that defense forces an opening drive turnover.
Yeah, just a reminder for this quarterback that decision-making each and every week is at a premium, and don't look at the stats. Study your opponent.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow gets it out right quick. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
11, empty. Here we go. Stop.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right. And I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, stop.
May off the play fake. Completes it to his back. LeQuint Allen. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
It's complete. Kyle Williams. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Here we go, set. Ready, what's up?
They'll run it with Travion Henderson. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Chris Jenkins Jr. there on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
May now on 3rd down. It's on target to Williams. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Running the counter, Stevenson. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
I think it's so easy for us up here in the booth or sitting on the couch watching at home wondering, why? How do those guys fall for that misdirection? But on the field, that play happens so fast and the execution so hot.
Touchdown, New England! The Patriots go up 6-0 here in the first. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
One, ready?
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
That's why you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation, a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll run again with Brown. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Marte Mapu, the man on the tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
Danger, Case. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Gun.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the first. And that is the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Taken in by Northend. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
This one's caught. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go. Start. 180. Right shot. Start.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9, now 9 is what they need on third down.
180.
Burrow from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
McPherson's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, here's Gibson. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down, May. Short pass brought in. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. Ball at the 33 for first down. From the gun, it's May. He's got a man left. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's the pistol snap to May. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's a New England first down.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Dukes out a one-stop. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Completed to his running back. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. And the Bengals are too much. They take him down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. The Patriots likely looking at a field goal try. Corey Gallis connects and add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
On 2, ready?
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Gun. Shot.
Burrow to the air now. Dumps it off to his running back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Shot.
Brown on the inside give. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
A loss of 2 yards.
One play action here. Burrow. It's caught. Chase has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle the line.
For a Cincinnati Bengals.
Burrow now on 1st down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 now. It's Burrow. Brought in downfield by Gesicki. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. The drive picks up here. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
To the air again. It's Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. So 2nd down coming up.
11. Here we go.
Again, it's Burrow. He throws a bullet deep to the right. This is caught inside the 15. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first.
Here we go.
To throw again, it's Burrow. He brings it in. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Right back to Chase. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle the line. Sticking in the air. It's Burrow. The back grabs it. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals earn the chance to tie before halftime. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. And I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s when we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
On the return, here's Gibson. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. May on 1st and 10. Big strike here to Williams. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. A gain of 27 yards there. And the Patriots will have a first down. Operating from the gun, here's May. Ramondre Stevenson makes the catch. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9. Now it's Andres Borregales to try the Patriots field goal. He was good on his first kick. Going to need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. His return starts at the 5. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
Burrow on 1st down. Finds a seam down the middle. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Now, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
Here we go.
Burrow on the play action. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take the lead right away in half number 2. T. Higgins, the touchdown. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals take a 4-point lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. May now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Here's May to the air. Short pass brought in. Rolling into enemy territory. Down the left sideline he goes. He will go. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots grab the lead on their first series of the half. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots push their lead to 3. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Wanted to hit his tight end there, but a defender anticipated it, got a hand on it, and it is picked up.
Yeah, I think this defenses today have figured it out. There's a lot of good tight ends, and they can be mismatch makers, so you better have an awareness and coverage of where those tight ends are. This defense did, and boy, what a big play to take that ball away.
1st and 10, here's Stevenson. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
11-yard line. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Patriots.
They go again with Stevenson. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Ramondre Stevenson, the touchdown. Borregales on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Patriots make it a 10-point ball game.
Bengals 17.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Starting from the 5. He spins right by him. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Play action now. Burrow. He lets one fly deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bengals cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, here's Gibson. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
I love everything about that play, Kate, so much for a quarterback. When you're throwing that crossing route, it's imperative that you lead that receiver. You don't throw where he's at, you throw where he's going. And when you do, yards after catch follow.
And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Henderson here from the gun. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's May. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. And Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal. Working inside the red zone. He's got it. And he has the New England touchdown. The Patriots make it a 9-point advantage. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots make it a 10-point ball game. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Cincinnati into formation. It's first and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
Cincinnati Bengals. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
12. Stop.
Burrow from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Burrow gets it out wide quick. And he's tackled for a short gain. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Gun. 11. Stop.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. Connecting on the slant. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
Here we go. Stop.
To the air again, it's Burrow. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Bengals football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the 4th. Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Gesicki outright. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Finds a man right side. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
11. Here we go. Stop.
Burrow setting up the play action. He has it at the 5. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
first and goal at the 5-yard line.
11. Here we go.
From the red zone now. Just keeps connecting to Chase. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Stop.
Brown quick on the draw here. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bengals make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, here's Gibson. This makes it up to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's May. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to the air. It's May. He'll get it complete to Travion Henderson. He will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. Halfway there on first down. That brings up second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Stevenson with another carry. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Operating from the gun, here's May. That pass is caught by Bell. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
First down, New England.
First down throw for May. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And we'll see what they do here on second down. May now from the gun. He finds his running back, Henderson. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Cake? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Jukes one defender, and he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First and goal, Stevenson. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, but now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Patriots only up by a few. Still lined up at the 6. Here's second and goal. Here's the pistol snap to May. Has it on the slant. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. Stevenson. And he's going to make it in for the New England touchdown. The Patriots make it a 9-point advantage. Ramondre Stevenson, the touchdown. Boy Gallus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots make it a 10-point ball game.
Bengals 31.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. On the return, here's Jones. And that hit is going to freeze him at the spot. He got stuck right at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Going play action here. Burrow. Connects on the throw. He's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. Burrow back to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That's grabbed inside the 30. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end, and I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. Can still get a final chance with a quick 3 and out, though, albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3 and out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense, they buckle it up.
He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. All set up now for 1st and 10.
And the Patriot first down.
Here goes it up.
Now a give to Stevenson, coming right. And he gets the Patriots the first down, and that should put an end to this contest. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Going to be a victory for the Patriots as they drop to a knee here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Patriots come in and take the win on the road. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.